Go. Hello, we are gathered for yet another debate, and the topic that we got today is love what you are doing, or love what you do, or do what you love. And I will be in the favor of the motion, whereas Ayush will be speaking against, which is do what you love. So we took some time to ideate, and here we go. Uh, it is a strong evidence that whatever is happening around us teaches us something or the other. If you are doing work, it is building your skills. If you are resting, it is healing yourself. If you stand in a queue doing nothing, it teaches you patience. I have seen some of the posts recent times about some elderly people giving advice, and most of those advice were, whatever you're doing, do it with full love. And today, I'm here to support the motion which says love what you do. I have around 4 points to support why I feel this claim is very valid. Firstly, about mindfulness. Eventually, we reach to better goals, but when you pour love into whatever you're doing, you get a better outcome. You are not just doing it, but you are building yourself when you pour love into whatever you're doing. It also strengthens your belief system, and you get better outcomes. Nextly, I would speak about doing nothing. Most of the people love to do nothing. That does not mean we have to do nothing. It only whenever we do something, whenever we pour love into something that we are doing, we eventually reach into better heights, and it drains away our laziness and it pushes our boundaries to a larger extent. My next point would be about gratefulness. Whenever we love to do something, whenever we love what we are doing, we stand very grateful. And it is always said that whatever our current life is almost better than 90% of the people who are going through much more worse case. So when we love what we are doing, we tend to be more grateful. And my last point would be about the spectrum. Frog of the well does not know about the ocean. So if you do only the things that you love, you might not even explore much. You might not even know your real potential. So it is always better to love what you're doing rather than doing what you love. So with this, I rest my case. Over to Ayush.
Uh, to start with, I'm a huge fan of Naval Ravikant, and he used to say, if you do what you love, whatever the work you do seems like a play, and it becomes much easier. So I'm in strongly favor of the motion do what you love instead of loving what you do. When you do what you love, you find your true passion. You're not bounded by the time uh, given to you by the society or any your work organization that you have to work from this to this time. When you do what you love, you don't really worry about time. You can continuously work till because you really love the work and you enjoy doing it. It's mostly about finding your passion. If you are passionate towards something, then you will do it no matter what. Usually, when we do what we love, it's mostly our hobbies, which are really refreshing, and you really enjoy your time while doing it. When you love what you do, it's very limiting to whatever that you are doing, and not like exploring more options. And it's kind of like forcing that you have to love no matter what, whatever do. Even if you don't like it, you have to love. It's kind of forcing and binding. It's usually happens when you are in like a corporate world where you are forced to do the work, where you might be under the pretext that you are loving what you do, but you are really not enjoying the work. And this usually happens when you are binded by some other factors like salary or some other expectations. And in that situation, I don't think you will really enjoy your work. So for these reasons, I think doing what you love is better than loving what you do.
Rebuttal phase. Any questions, Ayush?
You start.
Okay, one of my questions would be, what about the people who are lazy? They might love to do nothing and they might not even have any direction in their life. How do you support your claim in that?
If they are lazy and then not doing anything, then how will they love whatever they are doing? Like, are you saying doing nothing is also they are loving it?
But they might like. they might have some opportunities later, but like they that's why, see, for example, if a person has no direction in their life but they got some a job, so what I'm saying is at least they should love that job, and but not be in the pretext that in the future they might not have any job and like they'll be happy that time or they will love that doing nothing. So don't you think at least loving something is better than doing nothing?
Well, again, we also have to consider about the frustration and the stress part. Maybe the person is doing nothing, but they are forced to do, as you said, particular job A. But they can get more frustrated and more stressful during the work environment, and like not able to find more time for the things that they might actually be good at and they are really passionate about.
Do you have any questions?
Don't you think like when we say love what you do, it's like kind of mm, like a capitalist mindset when you try to force someone, like maybe you are a boss and you are there's some people are working under you. You are like trying to brainwash them to uh, like force them to love whatever they do and like not giving them much more freedom.
uh, I would say it in other way that it is about building your mindset. Like if you can love whatever you're doing, even the most boring work, I think eventually you will figure out life in a much better way. You will find joy in the most little things, and we can take it in even that aspect. And I think that that aspect makes more sense to me. Yeah.
But how can you be very sure that loving whatever you do is the right path for you?
Loving whatever, okay, but if we take the other way around, if you are doing whatever you're loving, there might be some more things which are more than your potential, or which you might love more. Like you might not, as a child you might love to eat lollipops, but if you have never tasted burgers, or I'm saying that is a very lame example. uh, Maybe as a child you don't like going to the other village and you just want to stay at your home, but maybe in the future if one day you go outside you might enjoy, you might have some more fun, right? So that is also one way to look at it. uh, this also contradicts your ideology that you explore more when you do what you're loving, but when you're doing what you're loving you're just doing one thing. But if you love what you're doing, you can love a lot of things, right? So don't you think this contradicts to your ideology?
It's not necessary that you have to love only one thing. Speaking only from the work point of view.
But even gradually as a human also, okay, yeah, I would take that. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Don't you think if we only do things that we love, we will be not mindful enough in our current situation?
Uh, like even let's say you do something which you don't really like currently, but you like start loving it after some time, and you said you will not be able to get more opportunities otherwise. But what if that was not the thing, and maybe there is some other opportunity also there? So aren't you like contradicting yourself that loving whatever you do is like you are again not exploring more options?
Wait, I didn't get you, Ayush. Can you please repeat it again for me? Sorry.
Even I didn't get it. Okay, so my question was like you mentioned. No, my point was that you, if a person is not doing anything, he is limited to only the things that he or she loves. But if they do anything and they starts loving it afterwards, but if they starts loving it and they continue doing it, they are like again limiting themselves to only that particular work and not to other opportunities.
Um, okay, I think loving what you're doing, I think I believe that you cannot really do something monotonously every time, like not 24/7, not every day, every month. You cannot keep on doing certain same thing. But doing is very much variable, and you have to do something or the other uh, every single day. But loving is not that variable enough. Loving something is like loving it for a longer time. Like it does not changes very quickly. So I think exploration really does not go well with in your case.
But I think if you love what you are doing, I mean, if you do what you love, then I think even if it's a monotonous task, I don't think it will affect a lot at uh, like certain parts. Like let's say for a sports person to like, even if he loves the game, he still has to practice. And if he really loves the thing, then he will like, even if the monotonous task, he will still find it eh, enjoyable, which is not really the case if you are loving what you are doing. Like let's say you are working in somewhere and you are not really enjoying it there, but if you just force yourself to do, you will not be able to sustain it for a longer time.
Okay, sports person is a very good example for that, I would say. Uh, but to claim it like life does not happen to be fair every single time. Like if a person loves a sport so much, but he might be very mediocre at it. He might not reach to that level where he could be very sustained and happy with that, right? So like having multiple options and like having loving whatever you're doing currently will make more sense to the person. Like not everybody reaches to that height. So that is what I would say as a counter.
Yes.
Hmm. uh, is it good? Are we going on the feedback part?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any feedback? I do have feedback.
I don't really enjoy. Yes,
Yeah. The topic was little. I mean, little dicey
abstract.
topic, and even we were getting confused. Is it love what you do or do what you love what you're saying?
Yeah, that's why I was like, whenever it was my side, I was making sure that I will read like, "Do what you love" is the heading which I wrote on the left side, and "Love what you do" is on the right side. So in my mind, whenever I want to speak my points, I will just read out whatever I have written here. It's really confusing.
It's very confusing. Yes. And one thing I was doing mistake was I had written down points, but then I started forgetting. Is it from your side or my side? So that was a good claim to highlight the topic very bold.
Hmm.
Uh, Other than that, I really like how you mentioned about Ravikant. You almost mentioned it twice or thrice, I guess, like from the previous debates uh, about
Yes, I
Ravikant.
think so.
Yeah, and I really liked your that point about forcing. Like if you are loving what you're doing, I really liked. It made sense for some time. Uh, One mistake you are doing is I think binded is not a word. It is bound, bind and bound. You were saying binded a lot of many times.
Binding is not a word.
Binded, you were saying, right? Past tense. Bind.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah. Uh, um, that's it. Other than that, it was, I think, good. The sports example was really good. It made me think. I had no really proper answer to that. Yeah. Do you have any feedback?
Uh, I think since this was a very abstract topic, content-wise, we think we both did pretty fine, and like from that point of view, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And given this was an abstract topic, like if we have done this topic initially, like initial phases of when we started debate, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
we would have probably ended this in like 5 minutes only.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree to that. Uh, do you have what would you have answered if you had given me the same question about sports person?
Okay. Yeah, probably something on the similar line which you mentioned. Like even if the person really loves that thing, but he's still mediocre, then he might be wasting his time and might have explored some. Could have done something better or explored some other options. Probably same thing. Yeah, it was a good answer.
Yes. About me, I would like to say maybe I really liked how I used the thing of frog of the well does not know about the ocean. That fitted really well about the spectrum. And yeah, that's it. Uh, shall we move to the next phase? What is the next phase? Group discussion. What
Thinking from okay.
What do you think, Ayush? Shall you love what you're doing, or you should do what you're loving?
Okay, this time it's like kind of difficult to pick one side only.
Hmm.
It's depends on the type of thing you're doing, but like not trying to get fixated on one thing only. Like
Oh,
maybe let's say
Ayush, just a
you are
second.
just
Just a
starting out.
second. I really forgot about thinking from the other perspective. Shall we do that first and then do a group discussion? Because I want to.
That only I was mentioning.
Okay, okay, sorry. You should have interrupted, but yeah, we'll think from other perspective. Tell me when you're ready. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Go ahead, Ayush.
Yeah, I only have one point. That is, whenever you are starting out something new, you won't really love it at the very first step,
Hmm.
or you will find it very boring maybe to like start something new. And if you are like only fixated to doing what you love, then you will never like try to find new things. But whenever you are trying to learn maybe some new skills or like trying anything new, you will, if you love whatever you are doing, like the very first, like if you started with the thing intention that you are really going to enjoy it, you are really going to love it, then I think loving what you do can really help for the new things.
Yeah.
It will make doing anything new much easier.
Yes. Yes. From your perspective, I just have only one point. Maybe you could have focused on more examples. Like suppose if I am currently learning medical, like into healthcare medical industry, but like trying to love it just because I'm doing it, but my love is doing astronomy or maybe physics. So I'm wasting my potential, I'm wasting my uniqueness. Maybe something in that line you could have given. And maybe you could have given more examples like passion driven industries like business. You can't just do just I think you partly said it about forcing that love, but maybe you could have given more examples. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, group discussion. You were saying something. Sorry, I cut you off. Interrupt.
As actually, this was only my point.
Uh-huh.
Like, whenever you're starting something new, if you like enjoy it at the like, if you go with the mindset that you are going to love this thing, then it will help you to start in a better way.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's usually I will prefer like to do whatever I love and like, but not to be fixated on one thing for a long time. Like, but still like trying to exploring a lot.
Yes. Yes. Uh, I, I I would say I might not take it in terms of love, but I would take it in terms of growth. Like if I feel there is growth, my personally or even the monetary like income wise, I would do it. If there's no growth, I would shift it. Like love is very variable for me. Like I usually love whatever I'm doing, but I would change my decisions based on growth. ChatGPT phase.
Yes.
We might really get good ways of framing.
For this topic, I think we will get much better
Yeah,
points.
yeah. Aisha, you done?
Mm.
Yeah. You.
Yes, loving what you do. So that is your side. Your side. From your side, the first point was you don't always start by loving your job.
Hmm.
Like to gain skills, it is important. Like the points which I mentioned earlier. Then more about the practical and realistic sides. Not everyone can turn hobbies into careers. So loving what you do is important sometimes because of financial stability mostly. And in real world, skills matters more than passion sometimes. Passion without skills doesn't really create success.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah. Then from my side, one point which I could have mentioned that when you do whatever you love, you have higher motivation. You don't feel forced, or you are naturally driven to work harder.
Yes.
And it's mostly termed with long-term satisfaction and will lead to lesser burnouts.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, from just to add, I just got one point, which is we could have spoken a little more about adaptability. If you are loving what you're doing, uh, But which side does it fall? Doing what you're loving?
You were you were saying.
My side, right? Loving what you're doing. So if you're adaptable, like for example, now there's AI in almost every field coming up. So you tend to be adaptable. You tend to change yourself based on trends only if you love what you're doing, not doing what you're loving. So yeah, that would have been a point.
Hmm. Like on the similar line, the point which was mentioned here, like there are many artists who like really love their thing, like creating new stuff or innovating, but they might be not very financially stable if they only do whatever they are loving.
Mhm. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's it. Just to reiterate my decision over the previous group discussion question, I would also agree to this now that in the start, to just till you get the stability, it is better to love what you're doing, and then based on growth or any other external factors. For me, it is growth, but any other factors, you just do whatever you love. Yeah,
Yes, that's a very good line to end it with.
okay. Anything else,
Even
Ayush?
there is also a good closing line here. With that, we can probably end.
Yeah,
So it goes: passion without practicality can be risky, but practicality without passion can be empty. The real success lies in balancing both.
damn. Yes, 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 Ayush. Chalo, see you on Friday. Bye. Take care.
Yes.